holistic health coach living in beautiful Ontario, Canada, and I'm the founder of WholeFit. And I am so excited to spend this time with you talking about one of my favorite topics, how to have real glowing, healthy skin, a glow you don't have to fake using highlighters and bronzers. So I think it's important I share with you that my interest in this topic began back when I was about 14 and I started to deal with horrible acne. At that time, I felt desperate, right? And I tried so many products from the drugstore and had multiple visits with a dermatologist, which ultimately ended up in having me on what we now know to be a very dangerous drug. But back then, it was not as known. This, of course, was over 20 years ago, before we were taught that our skin is a mirror of our internal health. So now today at 37, I'm a wee bit wiser about what actually creates that healthy glow, and I'm excited to share with you the key ways to having glowing skin from within, as well as my favorite plant wisdom containing doTERRA products and essential oils that are perfection for supporting our skin. Whether we're talking about a lipid plant oil such as jojoba or the volatile aromatic compounds we know as essential oils, they work synergistically with our skin. Nature knows what is best, as always. I think we have the most powerful skin products and supplements because they are infused with the highest quality and most beautifully sourced plant materials. So, even if you had a clean product elsewhere that had essential oils in it, it doesn't even compare to the effects of the life force of the plants we are grateful to experience through doTERRA. So before I expand on the actual products we can use, I want to help us get to know the skin we live in. So your skin is your largest, most visible filtering organ. It protects your inner tissues from harmful microbes, harmful chemicals, and strong light rays. It's one of the main ways your body communicates with the world through nerves in your skin. So your skin actually makes up about 10 to 15% of your body weight. And this equates to actually over 1 trillion skin cells, if you can imagine that. So the first layer here that you can actually touch is called the epidermis, and it is constantly shedding dead skin cells. About 40,000 of them are shed every hour. So your skin has completely replaced itself every month. Think about that the next time you're dusting your house, right? So the epidermis contains about 5 million pores, and most of these pores are too small to see. But at the base of these pores is a gland, okay? And some glands release sweat to cool your skin, others secrete something called sebum, which forms a protective barrier to lock in moisture and prevent harmful microbes from entering. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because it's important to understand the wisdom of your body and specifically of your skin. It's important to support it as best we can, rather than distract it from its goal of maintaining and achieving optimal health. So imbalances in our health are often expressed quite visibly through skin issues, and about 80% of what we see here on our skin surface is a result of what's actually going in through our mouth, okay? So what we're eating, what we're drinking, what we're supplementing with is literally creating the us a few weeks from now. So I first want to share with you 5 things that you can do to actually promote glowing skin within, okay? So number 1, absolutely hands down, is drinking more water. And this is one of those recommendations that affects your complete health picture, not just your skin. Unfortunately though, many people, particularly in the winter, tend to drink less than what our body needs, which ends up taxing our internal waste removal systems. So your goal is to drink half your ideal weight in ounces of water each day. So if you weigh 140 pounds, you want at least 70 ounces of clean, filtered water every single day. And if you want to add a little more glow power to this, squeeze some fresh lemon juice in there, or add 1 to 2 drops of lemon, tangerine, or grapefruit essential oil, or even our metabolic blend is fantastic. Number 2 is increasing healthy fats. And this, along with a low water intake, is going to be the main reason for dry skin outside of environmental influence. So your skin suppleness is actually a great way to know whether you are increasing your healthy fats enough. So great sources would be avocados, full-fat dairy products that are organic, nuts and seeds, a few teaspoons of grass-fed butter, for example, olive oil, coconut oil. We really want to stay away from man-made fats such as shortening and marjoram, and these are in the majority of packaged foods. You know, I've tried every kind of diet there is out there, and my skin has never looked as good as it does when I eat a whole organic diet with lots of healthy fats daily. The last thing I want to cover off on is supplements. So our LLV, as you know, is packed, right? It's a powerhouse of essential minerals, nutrients, and antioxidants. And aging in a healthy way basically means that we're providing our cells with the essential nutrients and metabolic factors to help them perform optimally, along with antioxidants that fight oxidation, because oxidation is basically aging. Now you'll notice a lot of other benefits like healthier nails, hair, skin, just a lot of strength there. The other supplement I want to highlight too is our Terrazyme, okay? This amazing buffet of enzymes helps basically all the nutrients from the healthy food we're trying to eat and consume. It helps it actually absorb to be best used by our body. My final tip for you when it comes to cleansing and glowing from the inside out is to plan to do our doTERRA Cleanse and Restore 2 to 4 times a year, because one of the greatest benefits we experience when we support our cleansing organs is clear, glowing eyes and skin. Okay, so now let's talk about what we're putting on our skin. So this is an area we need to be very mindful of, and the great news is that you not only don't have to expose yourself to harmful things like parabens and phthalates and perfumes for the sake of beauty, but through our doTERRA products and essential oils, you will have even better results, okay? Because you just don't want to have to trade that off. So let's go through a few beautifying rituals for the face, for the body, and for the hands. So for the face, one of the first things I want to talk about is exfoliating. So you'll want to exfoliate your skin 2 to 3 times a week so that pores don't clog, and it helps the moisture penetrate properly. So for your face, there's a couple of approaches. I love our Reveal system. It has pumpkin enzymes and natural bamboo silk beads, so this gently exfoliates so that you have that fresh skin. You can use this a couple times a week. Or you could actually make your own with a 2-to-1 ratio of sugar and olive oil and add something like a drop of lavender essential oil to it. The last thing I love to do for exfoliating is actually using a facial brush that oscillates back and forth over the skin. This works really well. And you can even add your cleanser to this 2 to 3 times a week. But again, you don't want to be exfoliating more than that, because if you're too aggressive when you're exfoliating, this can often cause excessive dryness, and this will actually disrupt your skin's lipid barrier. So the second thing with taking care of our skin is cleansing, right? My all-time favorite is Virage. I love this skincare system. This specific cleanser has beautiful essential oils in it that cleanse and purify, such as melaleuca and basil. It has amino acids, it has different lipids like coconut and olive oil that nourish and hydrate the skin and also act as natural surfactants. I've used this every night for the past 3 years and I love it. Now in the morning, I do something that you might have heard about before, and it's called the oil cleansing method. And I want to teach you this really quick, okay? You can make your own oil cleanser to use in the mornings by using a glass jar and adding something like fractionated coconut oil to it and a drop of lavender, and you would apply it to your dry skin. I love to do this first thing in the morning. So you don't use any water at first, you just apply it as a layer to your skin, you massage it in, and then you use a warm washcloth and you wipe off the oil, and that takes all of the dirt and residue off your skin. It's amazing, I love it. Your serum is the third step. So the rock star of our serums would be the Immortelle serum, and this is part of the Virage collection. This has the most beautifying essential oils like frankincense and Hawaiian sandalwood and lavender and myrrh and helichrysum and rose. I mean, you cannot get more beautifying than that powerhouse of oils. This is fundamental for healthy skin, okay? So the lipid complex mimics the skin surface. So it deeply hydrates and reduces lines and wrinkles. Now you can make your own serum pretty simply. You could use something like an argan or a jojoba oil and just add a couple of drops of frankincense, sandalwood, or myrrh. Now I also like to drive in a serum using something like this jade roller. You can apply it after the serum in upward strokes, and that will help reduce puffiness and get the fluids moving. Now the last step for taking care of our face is moisturizing. So you'll do this after the serum, and I love our Virage lotion, especially through the spring and summer months. In the winter time, I like to use the jar cream out of the Essential Skincare line. One thing I want to mention too is under my eyes, I love any of the floral touch oils. I honestly, throughout the day, whenever I have them in front of me, I'll just stop for a moment and roll them under my eyes. They are so beautifying. So they lend a lot of beautiful qualities to the face, and particularly under the eye area. Now, once a week, you're gonna wanna do a mud mask, and we love this detox mud mask that doTERRA launched. It's gonna help pull impurities and waste materials out of your skin. It's gonna help unclog your pores. It's going to revitalize the look of dull skin. So it's great purification for your face. Now, this is the key thing with this particular mask. It's very intense. So you wanna apply a very thin layer and let it sit for only about 10 to 15 minutes. You'll also want to make sure your skin is not damp before applying, okay? So you'll notice this it's highly cleansing for your face, okay? So it's a beautiful mask to put on once a week. Alternatively, while you're waiting for this to come in, if you don't have it yet, you can actually make your own. So you can pick up a big tub of bentonite clay, okay? And you can basically mix equal parts of bentonite clay with apple cider vinegar or water. And you would add a couple drops of either lavender or juniper berry. Juniper berry oil is actually known to promote clear, healthy complexions. So it's a great toning essential oil. And you'd apply that. I like to use a little brush to apply it and rinse it off just like a mask. Now, the last thing I do want to mention that has to do with the face is cleaning your tools, okay? So you can see here I have some makeup brushes. You want to do this about once a week. A lot of us forget. So you might even, for the first little while, put a reminder in your calendar, because this is really important to having just a healthy face, right? Is watching the tools. So I want to give you a really quick cleaner that you can use. A lot of you probably have this at home already. It's our On Guard Cleaning Concentrate. And you're going to basically mix a teaspoon of this concentrate with about a teaspoon of our fractionated coconut oil. And then add 2 drops each of our tea tree oil or melaleuca and grapefruit. And you're gonna add water to that. You're gonna let your brushes sit, and then after about 5 or 10 minutes, you can rinse them under the water. They'll be nice and clean. You might even wanna add something like geranium oil to add some aromatics to the brushes. So let's go into talking about the body, okay? So exfoliating, step number 1 for the body. One of my favorite tools for doing this is a dry skin brush. And you can find a lot of different varieties of dry skin brushes. Here you see I have a long handled one with really good firm bristles on it. You wanna try to find a natural body brush for doing this. And how you're gonna do this is you're basically going to start at your feet, and in circular motions or firm upward strokes, you're going to work your way up, massaging towards your heart. So through this, and again, your skin is dry as you're doing this, you'll remove dead skin cells. You're gonna help make your skin incredibly clean. I also like to add a couple of drops of our DDR Prime right to the brush before I am dry brushing. Alternatively, we have our body scrub from the Spa line. And this is a gorgeous scrub, beautiful aromatics of wild orange, grapefruit, and warming ginger. It's with natural sugarcane, sunflower, sweet almond, and kukui nut oil. So the thing I love about it is it works really well, but it doesn't give you that greasy kind of film on your skin after. It's awesome. So for cleansing the body, you've got to love our doTERRA body wash. It will help remove dirt and impurities during the shower, but unlike mass-produced detergents, it will not strip away your body's natural oils. And that's key to basically maintaining a good moisture level in your skin. The other thing I like to do for cleansing is to have a detox bath 1 to 2 times a week. So you would start with 1 cup of fragrance-free Epsom salts, because you're gonna add your own oils, right? And you'd add about 5 drops of either juniper, lavender, or sandalwood to those salts and toss them in the bath. You could even add about half a cup of baking soda to soften the water. That's gonna create more of an alkaline bath, but it's also very detoxifying. And then for moisturizing your body, after you've come out of the shower or the bath, and while your skin is actually a little bit damp still, you're gonna use our fragrance-free, obviously, our lotion that you can add your own essential oils to. So this is brilliant, right? Because you can literally every day customize your aromatics for your body. So you'll just put a little bit in your hands. My favorite oils to add to this are simple lavender. I love sandalwood. I'll even add a little bit of peppermint in the summer just for extra cooling. And it's just this beautiful, non-greasy lotion that you can use after you've gotten out of the shower or the bath. Okay, so next let's talk about hands and feet. This is the last area I wanted to go through with you. One of the best ways to take care of your hands and feet is to do it with intention and to do it once a week. So For this, you could fill a basin with some warm water and add a little bit of coconut oil and some tea tree or lavender, and just let your feet or your hands soak in that. You can soak it for about 10 minutes, and then you can push back the cuticles, and you'll have a nice area to work with. And what I love to do is, after I have done that kind of a soak, I will actually use one of our touch roller bottles. So any of the floral oils, or I'll actually use Immortelle. It's one of my favorite for the nail bed and for cuticles. So I'll just apply that right over the area. This is a good one to try. I mean, it is a little bit of a more intense blend, but it works really well for the nails. And then I love to finish off with our rose hand lotion. Just a beautiful aroma to it. I keep one of these everywhere, in my purse, in my car, in my gym bag. I love it. And your hands are one of the first areas to show aging, right? So we want to make sure we're being intentional about our self-care in that area as well. So there you have it. Healthy skin from top to toe, simple, effective, and natural approaches to having that glow. So I hope that you'll join me in trying a few of these ideas, and until next time.